Victor and Rolf show are crossing the boundaries of fashion. Last season, designers were celebrating the 20th anniversary of their brand by meditating in front of 300 people. Let's see what they will come up with this season.
One of the things that I always find fascinating with Viktor and Rolf is that they can actually take an incredibly beautifully couture-made piece and dissect it to make it a more wearable and more commercial piece. In that I mean that they'll do a big tulle skirt with major cutouts and detail with pleating, and then they'll do a simplified version that still looks as incredible as they do. I mean, their couture show that they just did over the summer was one of the most beautiful shows I've seen, and I of course love the zenness of it all. And
what I think is so clever about Viktor and Rolf is when you sit in their shows, they're always so extreme. They're one of the few shows that I think always really surprises us. I mean, you can see shows in Milan, sometimes Paris, you see evolution. With Viktor and Rolf, there's always a surprise, and it is always extreme. But when you look closely, there is always the most incredible, beautiful white shirt, black shirt, beautiful skirt. So I think they really tread the line very, very sensitively and cleverly of producing a kind of extreme and extraordinary show, but amongst the things that are seemingly unwearable, you will always find things that are beautifully cut jacket, skirt. And I think they're very clever in that respect, and I think very few designers do that, where the show is always so, for the press, is so outrageous and extreme and wonderful and imaginative, but amongst it all there is the very wearable commercial pieces.
I think there's such a movement in rushing so many of the collections to move much faster than anticipated, but I think that there's something really beautiful about not asking them to rush, but continue to come up with something that is meaningful to them and that is from their soul, and not, and not expect things to move as quickly as the world is, and as the internet or social media is as happening. So I think personally for me, they will continue to evolve, and they'll continue to be extraordinary in their own right, and they'll continue to make beautifully wearable clothes while still keeping the magic of couture alive in their house.